Hello, lovely people of the internet. How are you doing today? All right. As usual, my name is Alexander, and I'm here to take you through yet another feature of iLex Config called the success rate. Okay. So, what is this success rate? This is a feature that can be used to increase the success rate of script generation in iLex Config. All right. So I'll start by opening the software. I click on login. All right. Okay. So it can be accessed through options and then success rate. Okay. Or it can be accessed through one of the forms. All right. For the DSADD user script generation. So I'll click here, go to, let's say, multiple OU path. Okay. So this is the form that I'm talking about. And then you have access to the success rate through this button over here. So you click on it and then you do your thing. All right. Okay. So I'll close this one and choose to open it from here, options, and then success rate. Okay. So I click on success rate. Okay. So the success rate of generating scripts depends on three main factors or parameters. So the first one is the length of SUM ID. The second one is the length of suffix. And thirdly, we have the length of ID portion that we can include in the SUM ID generation. Okay, so here you can see we have the form over here, success rate. Increasing the success rate will use more resources and causes user login credentials to look a bit awkward. All right. Okay, so of course, appending zeros and one, appending ID, a portion of IDs to the SUM ID, okay, will obviously make it a bit awkward. All right. Okay, so at now we have the success rate to be 47%. Okay, all right. So you can adjust it. You click here, adjust. All right, and then we have additional parameters here to set. So I was talking about the three main factors that affects the success rate of script generation. Okay, so the first one, we have the SUM ID length. Okay, and then we have suffix length, and then we have the ID portion length. Okay, all right, and then to deal with ID portion length, we have starting character position. So here it means that it's starting from the second character. Okay, the first one, let's go through the first one, SUM ID length. So it's at 100% now, and the 100% is 20. Okay, so that is the length. So right now the SUM ID length is set to maximum, that is 20. So you can choose to click here and reduce it. All right, or you can click here to increase it. Okay, all right. And then we have the suffix length too. You can do the same. All right, it's coming to the red zone. Okay, all right, so you increase. So this is suffix length 1, and then you increase it to 2. You click here to increase to 3, so it's at 60%. All right, the ID portion that we want to include, right now we are not including any portion of the ID, so it's at 0%. So you can click here, and then so right now we're going to use only 1. We're going to use 2. You click again, so it's like that. Okay, so you click to decrease, you click the greater sign over here to increase it. So that is it, and then you can select the starting character. All right, so this is how you increase the success rate of the script generation. Okay, so you also have access to the preferences over here. where you can click go to preferences, and then you can go to SAM ID and then do the same over here. So we have maximum length 20 of the SAM ID, and then we have the suffix length to be 2, and then you click here include part of ID in SAM ID generation. I think I've covered this in my other tutorial. So this one here is just a guide. So for instance, if you have IDs for your users to be up to like say 3 characters, you click here, it will give you the possible character to start with. So here we can start with the first, the second, or the third character. So if I pick second character and I click on this, it gives me the possible maximum number of characters to include. So I can choose 1 character, or I can choose 2 characters because I started from the second character. Okay, if I start from the first character and I click here, it can give me 1, 2, up to 3 characters. Okay, if I select, let's say 3, I'm starting with the last letter, okay, or character. I click here, and then it gives me only 1 because I'm starting from the third character. It has, I can choose only a maximum of 1 character from the ID. Okay, all right, so I cancel it. So this is the success rate settings, and now it's at 47%. I think this one can work for most of script generations. If it happens, so whenever the generation of a script fails, you need to adjust or increase the success rate by coming here and then doing stuff like this. All right, so this is one feature in iresconfig which is very useful in script generation. Thank you very much for sticking around with me, and I hope to see you in my next video tutorial.